everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and this is a special show. This is a 1-year anniversary of mine and Miss Piggy being on YouTube. The footage you're watching is me clearing out a bunch of ice on Full Stack. JC came over to help out, and I had posted that I wanted people to ask a bunch of questions, so this is going to be a question and answer episode. So the first question is, who is your favorite Zloy, and why is it me, from Zloy XP? Well, my favorite Zloy is you, Zloy, and it's you because it's you. There's no other Zloy, so by default it has to be you, buddy. The next question is, am I the best monster you've ever seen, from Ricky? And here again, by default, you're the only monster I've ever seen, so yes, you are the best. And then Zombie asks, am I your favorite undead friend? Yes, Zombie, you are my favorite undead friend. Next is from RainingsTar87. He says, do you know the Muffin Man? No, not personally. I've heard of the Muffin Man, but I've never actually met the Muffin Man, so I don't know him. Next question is from the Dino Cow. Says, is it true that you think Omni Slabs is totally better than Full Stack? Am I your favorite dinosaur cow hybrid? What are your thoughts on climate change, and does Rain know the Muffin Man? I don't know if Omni Slabs is better than Full Stack, honestly. I've never visited Omni Slabs, so I can't compare. So it wouldn't be fair. Are you my favorite dinosaur cow hybrid? Yes, you're the only cow hybrid I know of a dinosaur, so you would have to by default be my favorite. My thoughts on climate change, it happens 4 times a year, and we call them seasons. And I'm not quite certain if Rain knows the Muffin Man. The next question is from Xavier DuBois and says, are you a guy or a girl? Haha, no, for real. Well, actually both. I am a guy and Miss Piggy is a girl, so both of us together make up the channel, so we're a guy and a girl. Next question comes from my Ask FM page, and no one left a name on it, so I don't know who sent it, but it says, do you feel that the term hamburger is misleading? It's made from beef, not ham. Yes, it is very misleading, and I think the Dino Cow has something to do with that. Next question is also from Ask FM channel, and they didn't leave a name. It says, how do you feel about the Bacon Brawl minigame on Mineplex? I don't know. I've never actually seen that game, so I couldn't say for certain. But I think it's kind of fishy that you're making bacon brawl. Then from Wordy and Ethan, who both posted this on the Ask FM page, says, what is your name? That would be the Pigglesworth. What is your quest? That would be to make inspiring, awesome videos for you to watch. And what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow in flight? Well, my question to you would be, is it an African or a European swallow? Next question is from Max the Moo Moo Shaw. Says, have you ever met a talking cow that likes to eat cake in a lava pool located in the chimney? And honestly, I can say no, I have never done that. Next is from the Gaming Master. Says, hey, do you remember me from Stormcraft? Hopefully you know. By the way, I've been here since the beginning, and I'm so proud that you've grown this far. And thank you, Gaming Master. Yes, I remember you. Stormcraft is one of the first public servers I ever played on. Played on that about 2 years ago or so. And actually, my 100 subscribers special, I did that from Stormcraft, showing off some of the builds I did. I'll have a link to that video so you can go watch that. Next question is from Dog Miner. Says, want to take a tour of the new season of Tree server later on? Yeah, Dog, that would be fun. From what I know of, you said you're in Season 3 now on the server, and me and Miss Piggy had the opportunity to go visit you guys on Season 2. That was a lot of fun. Filmed a lot of footage there and just still haven't found something to do with it, but it would be great to hang out with you guys again. Ian asks, what's your favorite mod pack? Well, to be quite honest, I've never actually played a mod pack in quotes, except for the Magicraft server. That has an official mod pack. As far as favorite mod packs, that would usually fall more into favorite mods. Usually what happens is me and Miss Piggy sit down and we look through a bunch of different mods that we want to play, and we put them all together and we just kind of create our own mod pack. So I guess that would be my favorite. Next is from Loridus15. Says, what's your favorite color? And if I had to choose one color, it would be green. Tom Stoughton asks, where were you born? and where are you currently living? And also, do I like superheroes or comic book characters? Well, I was born and I'm currently living in Texas. And as far as superheroes and comic book characters, I never really got into them. There are a few superhero movies that I like. Man of Steel, the Superman reboot. The Nolan Ryan, I think, is who directed the newest Batman series. I really like that. And the old Tim Burton Batman, the first one that came out, I really like that as well. Next question comes from Golf House. Says, if you couldn't be a pig, what would you want to be? Well, I'm going to assume that you mean a different animal. I'm also going to assume that you're not limiting me to Minecraft animals, and if that's the case, based on all those assumptions, then I would say a bird. I think a bird would be awesome, because then you could fly, and I think that would be really cool. Holden Hodges says, questions asked. I hope they aren't too generic. I don't know, that's pretty generic, buddy. Next comes from Ali. Says, in a world where there's no food, would you cut yourself for food or rather die due to starvation, as far as Minecraft is concerned? And have you ever wanted to jump into a closet just to see if Narnia was real? Well, whether I would want to eat myself for food or not, eventually I would die because I would eat myself up and there would be none of me left to eat. So I guess I would just have to die from starvation. As far as the Narnia question, when I was younger, when I was a little kid actually, me and my brother and sister, we used to actually pretend that. We would turn the lights off in the bedroom and just the light through the curtains would be coming in, so it'd be kind of dim. And we'd climb in a closet and pretend like we were going to Narnia, and we'd come out and explore the bedroom and the hallway and the living room, pretend like we were in a totally different world. It was a lot of fun. Luca Pearson says, for the occasion, can you please eat cooked pork chops? Nope, not going to do it. I'm assuming you mean in-game. Nope, we're not going to eat pork chops in-game. That's like rule number 1 is we don't eat pork chops and we don't kill pigs. Not for food, anyway. Also, when you started, did you ever think you would get this many subscribers? Thanks, Piggy, and happy birthday to the channel. To be honest with you, I didn't think I would get this many subscribers, but I did hope I would, so... Next question comes from Eckle Prime. Says, do you like bacon in real life? Yes, I am a bacon fiend. I eat lots of bacon. I absolutely love it in real life, so I guess that makes me a hypocrite. Force of Flames asks kind of a similar question. Says, do you like bacon in real life? If so, what kind of meat is your favorite? And do you like it crispy or not crispy? Actually, I like it a little more on the chewy side than crispy. I don't like crispy bacon that much. I like it where you can chew it just a little bit. And as far as my favorite meat is concerned, anything that's been grilled or that's barbecued. Captain Schwabi asks, do I feel bad when I kill pigs in Minecraft? Well, ever since I started the channel, I kind of made it a rule that I don't kill pigs in Minecraft if I'm going to be a pig on camera. It'd just be kind of awkward. Years ago when I first started in Minecraft, I used to kill pigs and didn't even think about it. But I've since then have a change of heart. Danielle asks, have you ever played Factions? No, I haven't. I've seen what Factions are, and the idea of people coming over and trying to kill me and steal all my stuff while I'm trying to build things kind of drives me crazy, so I'm not really... I'm not too certain I would have fun playing Factions. I think I would be very frustrated. P. Biscuit asks, what was your favorite treasure when you were a kid? If I had to narrow it down to one type of toy that I had when I was a kid, or just treasure in general, it would probably have to be Legos. Legos was the one thing that I could go back to over and over and over again and never get bored with. And it kind of ties into this next question from Gummy Worm Approved, which says, Legos or Minecraft? You might be biased because of your YouTube channel, but which do you think is better? Well, actually, if I had to choose between the two, I would say Minecraft, because Minecraft is a lot like Legos, but Minecraft is infinite. You don't have to keep buying more. You don't have to tear apart what you built to build something else because you ran out of parts. And when you're all done, you can just turn off the computer. You don't have to pick it up and put it away. So, in that respect, Minecraft is much better. Nihon Tiger asks, what is your dream Minecraft seed like? Well, I don't necessarily know that I have a specific seed. Usually when I'm exploring a Minecraft world, I just kind of look around the world and let that world kind of inspire me as to what I want to do in it, how I want to build and stuff like that. But I will say that the seed that I found for using for my solo Let's Play, that seed has turned out to be pretty awesome, and so I would say if I had to answer that question, it would be that seed. Garrett asks, what's your favorite football or soccer player? Well, unfortunately, Garrett, I'm not really that big into sports. My brother is, my dad is, even Miss Piggy and my son is, but I have never personally really gotten into sports that much. Jeffy Jeff says, why did I not know that you were a YouTuber when I first met you on XPD, and why are you never hanging out on XPD anymore? Well, for those of y'all that don't know, XPD is Exumavoid's public server that you can go on. I think there's some mini games. Don't quote me on that. There are plot worlds that you can go on there and do creative builds and stuff like that. And I'd actually met Jeffy Jeff back when Exumavoid was doing a beta test of his plot world. I decided I'd go on there and help beta test it and just hang out for a little bit. And built a really big sand thing with side torches on it to mess with Slipgator because he was going nuts about side torches at that time. And met Jeffy Jeff and a couple other people on there, and it was really cool. As far as you not knowing I was a YouTuber when I was there, well, I try my best when I go to public servers to not broadcast, hey everybody, I am a YouTuber, you should come watch me. You know, I just try to keep that on the down low. As far as why you never see me there anymore, well, I barely have time to record videos that I'm doing, and so hanging out on public servers, I really don't do it that much. I may show up in the future, I don't know. It just, does time allow? That's kind of where it falls into. The next question is from Ninjosity Kawasaki. It says, when's the next episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy coming out? Well, as soon as I can get it filmed. To be honest, I don't really sit on the episodes that long. It's just a matter of finding time in the day after work and after all the adult responsibilities that I've got to sit down and film something. And not just film anything, but film something that's interesting and fun to watch. And, it's a nice build. It's not just me walking around digging a hole in the ground. So, trust me, as soon as I get those filmed and ready to go, I upload them ASAP. So, First Green Ninja Miner says, why did you start your channel? Also, Torcola101, The Lobos, and Zanbrix asked the same question. Well, there's actually a live stream that I did kind of answering that question. Somebody asked me what inspired me to start the channel, what was my reasons, and kind of what's my basis for doing the channel. And I probably spent 20, maybe 30, 40 minutes actually explaining it in great detail. So I'm going to have a link show up on screen right now, and you can click on that link and you can go watch that rebroadcast of that live stream, and that will answer that question for you. Keys Hovinga says, what is your opinion on how to start a YouTube channel? Love your videos, Piggy, and keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. I do appreciate that, and I will do my best to keep up the good work. As far as my opinion on starting a YouTube channel, I would say first and foremost, kind of take some time before you get started to decide why you're wanting to start. Like, what's your main focus and goal for your channel? What's the whole purpose for what you're doing? Because eventually when you start filming, whether people are watching you or not, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get tired, you're going to start running out of ideas and get worn out. And if you have that beginning point, if you have that basic reason why you're doing your channel, in those times when you get tired and worn out, you'll be able to go back to that original starting point, that original reason for starting your channel, and that will usually give you a boost or give you the ability to kind of get back on your feet again, dust yourself off, and keep going. Denator Games says, of all the mobs you could have chosen, why did you choose the pig as your alias? Well, it's actually backwards. I chose the name first, and then I ended up choosing a pig for my alias. The name Pigglesworth is a name that I've had for quite some time, played on the Wii, played on Xbox Live, a couple different places, and used that name. And when I started playing Minecraft, I just kept the name. I actually played for the first year with a Steve skin. Didn't even realize you could change skins. And then one day somebody on Stormcraft server said, hey Piggy, you ought to have a pig skin. And so I changed it to a pig skin because it made sense, because the name was Piggy. So that's why that's the way that is. So from the Wicked Taco, who is a server mate of mine from a server called United Minecrafters, asks, how's your wife and child been? I don't remember if you had kids. It's been a while since we've talked. Hopefully everything's all good and sorted out perfectly. Have a great day. Well, the wife and kid are doing awesome. Thank you very much. And I remember hanging out with you guys on United Minecrafters. That was a lot of fun. Next question comes from Zio Pliukas. It's Ziopliukas. However you say that. It says, how did you two meet? And I'm going to assume that you mean me and Miss Piggy. How did we meet? Well, actually, the way that we met was I worked for a guy that cleaned out gutters. He owned his own business, fixing up people's porches on their houses and cleaning their siding, and I worked for him. His wife worked at a grocery store where Miss Piggy worked, and they both thought it would be a good idea to introduce us to each other. So we met, and we were good friends for about a year, and then we got married. So that's how we met. Next question doesn't have a name on it. It was on the Ask FM channel, and it says, when is Miss Piggy coming back? Well, to be quite honest with you, she's never really gone anywhere. She's right here with me. But I know what you mean. As far as the channel, when is she coming back? Well, to tell you the truth, we have been working on a new modded series. Just kind of started up our own little private server with our own mods that we wanted to play. And we filmed a couple of episodes of that. Recently, we got real sick, so we haven't been able to film because our voices have just been terrible. Coughing like crazy, so just can't talk. But we're going to start filming that pretty soon here. And it's just a matter of me figuring out the artwork and the music. I've got it all edited and ready to go. So Miss Piggy is actually going to make a comeback. We're going to have our own show. It's just a matter of time trying to get everything organized. Next question was asked by quite a few people. Multi-Gogurt, Fern, the Lobos, Shredder9652 says, why is the channel named Two Piggies? Well, it's named Two Piggies because when I started the channel, at first I was going to do it by myself. And then I thought, you know what, it would be fun to have Miss Piggy, because she plays Minecraft too, and she loves it. So I'm like, that would be great to film a married couple playing Minecraft. And since it was both of our characters were going to be on the channel, went ahead and named the channel Two Piggies, because there's two of us. So that's why it's called that. Next question comes from 3 different people. Danielle Rodriguez, Jacob, and Near Boom says, how do you get so many ideas for builds and build them so awesomely? Well, it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience and just trying out different things. And honestly, I chalk it up to God. God has created me with a very vivid imagination, a very creative imagination. And so I just kind of let my imagination do its thing, and I try to build on screen what I see in my head. The next question comes from Derek. Says, what's the best thing about YouTube, and what's the worst thing about YouTube? Well, I think the best thing about YouTube is that anybody that has a computer that can connect to the internet can record a show, can record a 30-second joke, can record anything, upload it to YouTube, and the world has an opportunity to watch it. Those things that are good or entertaining, they can float to the top. And people that maybe 20 years ago would have never been heard of because they couldn't get on TV, they can get on YouTube, and they can become a success that way. As far as what's the worst thing about YouTube, I think it's actually the exact same thing. The fact that anybody can upload stuff. So sometimes it can be very hard to kind of sort through the mess and find interesting things. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't hear or see some new talent that's on YouTube that's really good that just hasn't been noticed yet. The next question is from Anime Angel, and he asks, what are some of your hopes and dreams for this channel? Well, my hopes and dreams for this channel is that someday it becomes successful enough that I could do this for a living. Right now I have to do a day job, and then I come home and have to spend hours in the evening doing this as well. So I'm basically working 2 jobs 7 days a week. And it would be awesome if I could devote my time, my talent, my creativity, and my focus to the channel. That would really be a hope and dream of mine for this channel. Next question is from Fern. Says, I notice when you play you do not have much lag. How much RAM do you have, and what's your graphics card? Basically, what are your computer specs? I'll have a link to a live stream that I did explaining my computer specs at the time that I was using, and all that different stuff, the software that I use and all that. But basically, right now, I'm using a computer that's got 16 gig of RAM. I'm dedicating, I think, 4 of it to Minecraft, using a program called Multi-MC to load Minecraft, so it lets me allocate as much or little RAM as I want to it. I also run Optifine. That really helps with frame rate, helps everything run a little bit smoother. And and my graphics card, it is a MSI graphics card. I'll put on screen what it is because I can't remember offhand right now. Next question comes from Weezer22Plays. Says, did you know that Mumbo Jumbo advertised you in his video? Yes, I did. I actually knew about a month before he did it that there was a possibility he was going to do it. He had tweeted out, does anybody know some good Let's Players I want to review to have one on my channel? And Grifoniak had actually piped up and answered him and mentioned my channel, which that in and of itself was amazing that she gave me a shout out like that. But what even blew me away more was that Mumbo responded to her and said, yeah, I've known about this guy, and so far he's the top pick. That kind of froze me in my spot because I'm like, whoa, wait a second. At that time, I think I only had, I don't know, a little over 100, 150 subscribers, and I'm thinking, how in the world does Mumbo Jumbo know who I am? But yeah, the day that the video came out and I saw that he did showcase the channel, it was amazing. It was actually very surreal. That day kind of went by and it didn't feel real at all. It was almost like a dream. The next question is from Oliver Lundstrom, and he says, how did you feel when you were spotted on Minecraft Mondays? And I kind of just answered that. It was very overwhelming. It was very amazing. It was, in a way, it was very nice. It felt like a payoff. It was like all the hard work that I had been doing for about 6 or 7 months up to that time. I finally got noticed. And not only did I get noticed, but the people that were watching seemed to really be enjoying the channel. And so it was a nice encouragement, a nice boost to say, yes, what you're doing is working. People like it. Keep going in this direction and just keep, working hard at what you're doing, and it's going to pay off. So next question comes from Mr. Sheepco, and he says, what's it like to create YouTube videos before and after the Mumbo Boost? In a lot of ways, it's very much the same. I always, from day one, put the pressure on myself to at least create content as good, if not better, in production value and entertainment as people that I was watching. I always used them as my standard and tried to see if I could accomplish that or if I could somehow improve on it. So in those respects, I've always had that stress level there since day one. Self-imposed. I put that on myself. But as far as before and after the Mumbo Boost, the change really was that before I was doing it in hopes that someday people would start watching my channel. And after Mumbo, it's like, okay, now people are watching your channel. So in that respect, it's kind of like I can't just take my time or make the videos when I want. I kind of feel the pressure to hurry up and get videos out because there are people that are patiently waiting because they want to see. Next question comes from Styles, and they say cookies or ice cream. Well, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to say cookie ice cream. Yeah. Now, actually, if I had to choose between one and the other, I would say cookies, and for one reason and one reason only. Miss Piggy makes these chocolate chip Heath bar cookies. She takes a Heath chocolate bar. I can't remember what's in the middle of it. It's some very hard caramel or something like that. She busts it up into pieces and mix it in with the chocolate chip cookie dough and cooks it. And we take it out of the oven right when it's still warm and soft. Oh, I can just about make myself sick eating way too many of those cookies. So in that respect, I would have to say cookies. Next question comes from Best MC PE Player 123453. Says, Piggles, can you do a video of you Googling yourself? If so, please answer it on the 14th. Thanks. Well, I'm not going to do any kind of face cam or anything like that, and I'm not quite sure how I would Google myself. I guess you mean put in the name Piggles or the Pigglesworth, and I actually did that just to try and see what would happen since you asked, and not a lot happened, to tell you the truth. So, I guess that's an answer. Next question comes from Yopi the Yellow. Says, do you ever write with pen on paper anymore, and if you do, when? Well, actually, at my job, I use a pen and paper every single day. And most of the times when I'm writing down ideas and notes or drawing little images of what I want to create in Minecraft, I'm using pen and paper. As a matter of fact, I have a stack of just random loose pieces of paper of all the notes and ideas and brainstorming that I've come up with that we've had to pile up in one spot of our office because they always end up folded up in my pockets, in my jacket. They're laying around all over the place in the bedroom, and we have to, every couple months, go through and just collect all these random notes that I come up with. So I use that quite a lot, actually. Next question comes from Aki. It says, can you start making more videos, like 3 or 4 a week? I would love to do 3 to 4 videos a week. It's just time. Time is really the problem. Having enough time to film all these episodes and hold down a full-time job, it's very difficult to do. And Gaming with AZ0421, or Fun with Friends and Fun Games, asks kind of the same question. Why can't you make videos every week or 2 weeks? Well, when they're asking this question, I've gone through kind of a dry spell about a month or 2 here, where I've been putting out just a few episodes. And that is because in real life, I bought a new computer and I had to build that and get that up and running and debugged. We redid our office/studio, so that took some time, and then we both got really sick for about a week or 2, and so all those things happened back to back and kind of added up to a very difficult 2 months where I haven't been able to put out any videos. But I promise you I have tons of ideas, tons of new shows that are being filmed and worked on, and I will start releasing them as soon as possible. Next question comes from This Hermit. It says, what's your goal on YouTube, and do you consider yourself to be different? My name is This Hermit. Also love your shows. Enjoying the Let's Play along with Piggy. Also been watching the tweets you post. Love your humor and kindness and definition of right and wrong. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for the encouraging words. That means a lot to me. That's the motivation that keeps me going, that keeps me doing what I do with this channel. When I see that I affect people just the way that I affected you, that's awesome. And for the most part, that is my goal on YouTube, is to reach out and inspire other people to better their lives and just better themselves. And I know it's silly, it's using Minecraft to do it, but hey, if I can do it, it would be awesome. And do I consider myself to be different? Yes, I'm very different. I can stand in a room with 50 other people, and trust me, I'm the one thinking completely odd and different than everybody else. Next question is from Argost Abernathy. Says, my one question for the Pigglesworth is, should your YouTube experience become even more noteworthy down the line, would you be inclined to open your own server for funsies? Just out of curiosity, since you do so well with the servers you play on now. Yeah, actually, I have been kicking around the idea of starting a Patreon, Game Wisp, something like that, where people can start donating money to me, and hopefully I can start working towards my goal of doing YouTube full time. And one of the rewards that's going to be on there is going to be a public server, as long as I can work out all the details. I know sometimes people have trouble getting public servers going, so I'll have to work that out, but that is something that I've considered. Next question comes from 3 different people. Charles Williams, Kareem, and Asger Lenz. Says, do you plan on playing any other games other than Minecraft? Actually, yeah, I've been kicking around the idea of adding different games onto the channel other than Minecraft or Minecraft related, like adventure maps and stuff like that. It's just a matter of finding games that don't have a lot of profanity or violence in them, because one of the key rules of the channel is I want the channel to be something that parents can trust, that they can let their kids, no matter what age, sit down and watch the channel, and they don't have to babysit them or watch them. They don't have to feel like, at any given second we're going to say something or do something on screen that would be offensive or that might be upsetting to a young child. But at the same time, staying entertaining for all ages. So in that respect, it's just a matter of finding different games that fit that genre, fit that style, and is something that I enjoy playing and can be, that I can play on screen. So if you got any ideas for games or anything, go ahead and put them in the comments below and I'll consider them. Next question comes from Elijah Dorr. Says, do you play Call of Duty? Yes, I do. Haven't played it a whole lot in a while. Used to play it all the time. Every day I came home from work, it was Call of Duty for a couple of hours. It got to the point where the internet that I have is very, very slow, and it's so laggy that the game became impossible to play. I can get extremely competitive when I'm playing Call of Duty. And so getting shot all the time by people that aren't on screen yet can be very frustrating. So I eventually had to give it up because it was just really, really stressing me out. Next couple of questions are all kind of similar, so I'm just going to kind of ask them all real quick and say the names, and then I'll try and give a big answer. So from Toy Chica Is Mine says, what's your favorite game besides Minecraft? Will you do a video on it? Do you play Five Nights at Freddy's? BRS Gaming says, what's your favorite game, but you can't say Minecraft? Cammy says, what are your top 3 favorite games other than Minecraft? Electro Clay says, will you do other games other than Minecraft? So, my favorite game besides Minecraft, Call of Duty. Be honest with you, I absolutely love that game. That game is a whole lot of fun. Says, what are my top 3 favorite games? Would have to probably be Legend of Zelda. Just pick one, any of them. They're all a lot of fun. Skyrim, I found Skyrim to be a whole lot of fun. And a third game? Well, recently I started playing Fallout 3. That one seems to be a lot of fun so far. So I'll go with those for now. Next question comes from Wish Nix HD. What's your biggest YouTube dream? My biggest YouTube dream, if I only had to make it one dream, the dream would be that I am able to generate enough income that I can devote myself full-time to YouTube, and that by devoting myself full-time to YouTube, I can maximize the amount of inspiration that I give to other people. Next question is from Near Boom, says, when you started doing YouTube, would you have expected to get 2,750 subscribers? No, I didn't expect to get a whole lot of subscribers, but I did hope. So, hoping worked out. And Alex Walker says, do you ever think you'll hit 1 million? I honestly don't know, but I tell you what, it would be totally awesome, and I'm down for it. If there's 1 million subscribers in my future, bring it on. Next question is from Own Troll, says, what do you look like? Well, I look like me. Next question is from the Dude77, says, why is your hair so long? Love, Brendan from church. Yeah, that's a guy named Brendan that goes to a church I go to, and he's actually seen me in real life. Yeah, I've got long hair, so I guess I will go ahead and describe myself in that way. Long hair past my shoulders. And why do I have it long? Because I like it long, actually. I'm one of these guys that I'm not really into short hair. Haven't been since about 10th grade in high school. Just wanted to have long hair and love having long hair, so that's why my hair is so long. Next question comes from Karim and says, can we see your face? Maybe someday, Karim. Right now I'm going to hold back on that. I do understand that eventually as my channel grows, people more and more are going to want to know what I look like. And if I ever get the chance to actually start meeting people in real life, like at Minecon events or different things like that, that I know my picture's going to get taken. So whenever that day comes, I will think about popping my face up on screen. Next question is from Tyler Uhl, says, what is your real life job? Well, currently for the past 2 years, I've been a machinist. That's a person who uses a lathe or a mill. It's 2 types of machines. And you program it like a computer, and it cuts metal into a bunch of different shapes. So all day long, I'm cutting metal into different shapes, super high precision pieces of metal to build machines. And the final question comes from the Lobos and Near Boom. They say, how old are you? You can choose if you want. 1, 10 through 20. 2, 20 through 30. 3, 30 through 40. And 4, 40 and up. I would have to choose 3. I am between the ages of 30 and 40. And that's just going to about do it for this question and answer video. Thank you all so much for the great questions. I hope you enjoyed the answers. If I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. I just kind of ran out of time. That's the way it goes. I'm really sorry. But I'm so excited that our channel has reached 1 year old, and I can't wait to see what the next year holds in store for me, for Miss Piggy, and for all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.